Hello everybody and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick and today we're going to be checking out something called Ribbons by developers Chelsea Howe, Jennifer Miller, and Michael Molinari. It's a very kind of short-form, adorable, artistic little platformer, and I wouldn't say this is necessarily particularly on the difficult side as far as the gameplay here goes, but I found it very charming and the presentation was quite nice, and I figured, hey, this is the kind of thing I love to spread on to you guys, pass on some goodwill, and hopefully you'll enjoy it as much as I did. So we'll be playing as this little bird creature here. I couldn't tell if at first it was more of a bird or more of a snail, but after a little bit of time looking at the way it moved around, I guess it's sort of a bit of a partridge or something like that, which is adorable. So we're going to be climbing around this tree, planting ribbon wherever we feel is necessary, but trying to hit those main 5 points that we see on the tree in front of us, and that will fulfill the goals of that area. Then we'll move on to the next one, but we can take our time, place as many ribbons as we want, anywhere we want, and just create a picturesque and beautiful little scene. So let's press spacebar and give it a try. Alright, so our controls are very straightforward. We've got jump on up, we've got move on left and right, and we've got ribbon on down. At any point also, though, we may press Z, and that will actually enable us to fall off of that post wherever we happen to be. Oh, and completely break the game, evidently. That's not how I meant for that to happen. Let's extend a little ribbon so I can show you how swinging works. There we go. So we could use that as sort of like a worm-style ninja rope if we want to launch ourselves up higher onto the tree. And as you see, the bird dispenses the ribbon. It becomes slightly differently colored. We started out at a very light sage. Now we're moving into a bit of a turquoise type of region, and it'll go through the whole spectrum. It's really quite nice. We can also hide blossoms here after the level's finished if we prefer our ribbon work, however it is. So then I can press spacebar if I want to come back, or we can press right to go to the next level. I'm going to choose to go to the next level. It also gives you the option of taking a snapshot of the area, which I think is quite a smart thing to do. Sort of works like little postcards. You can send them to your friends online and help spread awareness of the game, as well as, you know, some happy times to be had, hopefully, for all of you guys. So I'll just kind of make quick work of these and try and get the points nailed as quickly as possible, but, you know, that is not how this game is necessarily meant to be played. I think much more preferable would be to take your time and enjoy walking around and figuring out, you know, the best ways to make aesthetically pleasing areas. And also, like I mentioned, I can plant, if I want, plant some ribbons all over the ground to create a nice little trim for the bottom of the tree. So you'll see this is the first one's maybe a little bit trickier to try and reach the first point on. And I guess maybe if I was using swinging here, I might be able to make that happen. Maybe, maybe not. Actually, maybe not, because I don't think I can get enough momentum. But I'll show you an advanced trick in a little bit for how I might be able to get a little higher from that. Or at least I'll call it an advanced trick. I don't know, maybe it's kind of obvious, but we'll see. So we'll plant all of these. Oh, I missed that one. The hitboxes can be a little bit odd, where, you know, the collision between the bird landing on things and being able to walk. It's not always 100% intuitive, but it's not also that detrimental either, because nothing about this game is really supposed to be or actually comes across as frustrating. It's just a nice, peaceful stroll. And even in your mistakes, you might end up making some cool art out of it anyway. So jump up a little bit higher, and when I get up high enough on the tree, I want to show you if I can make this happen. Also, I think the island might be a little too wide for this, so we'll see if this is even possible. Maybe we'll go on this side first and jump from here. Now, if I fall off the end of the island, it actually maintains that momentum, and you might be able to actually use that to leverage yourself to get even higher. And maybe in later levels, that might even be something that's necessary to be done. I'm not sure yet. But right now, it's mostly just simple stuff, and I think that's how it's best done. I should warn you, if you're having any issues with the frame rate of this video, it was very difficult to capture for whatever reason, being a Flash game on a website. I generally tend to do full screen capture, or if I can get away with it, I try to capture the actual video itself, or the video window, rather, where the game is being rendered. In this case, it seems to want to jump all over the place, so just, you know, be aware if the frame rate's not particularly fantastic. It runs fine. It's just a, you know, remnant of the capture process, and I did my best on that one. I tried a lot of different combinations and kept coming up a little bit short of where I wanted to be for that frame rate. But anyway, so we seem to be climbing some sort of palm tree on this one, so it's nice to see that we can extend the lovely ribbons to just about every type of tree here. Try not to go too close to the edge that time. So you can see also the elements that we're able to stand on seem to be highlighted a little bit with a darker edge color. So in this case, you can see how we can walk up this edge. Over here, though, this is missing that outline, so we can't go on that one. It's just a fine little detail that if you're going rather quickly, you might not notice. And it could be kind of important to realize that that's there. So in this case, I think I'm going to have a better time to do like this, and then just kind of swing my way back up. Oh, Kind of messed that up a little bit. Just a little tap of Z is all it took there. And there we go. Made a lovely palm tree. Isn't that nice? So I'm not sure how many levels there are to this, but I would like to probably keep this a fairly short video just because I think the premise becomes very self-evident very quickly. And I should let you guys go to town and make some lovely ribbon sculptures yourselves and see if maybe you find one that's particularly nice. Feel free to send it to me. Uh-oh. Botched that. It was clearly meant for me to swing across. I'll give that another try. I like, too, that it doesn't completely abandon the idea of this being a more formal, actual platformer, rather, you know, in favor of it being more of an artistic, silly, fun game. It's nice to find a nice balance between the two, and I feel like Ribbons has done that quite effectively. Oh, you know what? I can actually retract the ribbon to climb this. I didn't even think about that. So if I want to here, maybe I could swing and then extend. No. Alright, I'm kind of bad at this, let's be honest. There we go. Made it across. Now let's not fall. How do I get up to that one, though? That seems a little too high, doesn't it? Maybe there's... I get enough distance here. Yeah, I should be able to just swing up to the next tier. No. Close. Oh, man, I've extended myself very far on that one. This might require some creative swinging or rigging here. Or maybe I can just kind of nestle myself into the nook. There it is. That's what I wanted. I was overcomplicating things after all. Oh. I love the sound the bird makes when you jump to. There's a little flitting sort of flute sound that happens. Well, isn't that lovely? Alright, let's hide... Oh, it's going to hide its own UI stuff. There we go. So that's going to be Ribbons, guys. Go check it out. It will be free to play. There's going to be a link right in the description. Let me know what you think about this. I'd be very curious. It's not really a traditional platform. It's not really a totally off-the-rails art game. It's kind of somewhere in between, which I think is something very cool and something that I appreciate. I'd love to see more games in this fashion created, and I wonder if you guys feel the same way. So let me know in the comments. I still read every single comment. I'd love to continue the discussion after the end of the video, so feel free to chime in however you like. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like on it as well. I do appreciate every one of them, and they do help propagate the video so more people can find them, thus keeping the channel going and supporting things that way. Also, if you're a fan of the idea of finding out about a new artistic, original, or unique indie game every single day, consider subscribing to the channel. That also helps out a bunch, and you'll get every day's new video delivered right into your feed. And I will be back again tomorrow. As I said, these go up every single day, so look forward to bringing you plenty more. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a fantastic night. Talk to you all soon.